Looking at adding a spoil board to your desktop CNC machine? Stick around and I'll go over how I added one to my Prover XL 4030 V2. Hey, Nick from Old Fashioned Nights again. I just recently picked up this Genmitsu Prover XL 4030 V2 and just got done upgrading its spindle to the 710 watt router. I thought I would just catalog all the upcoming upgrades I'm going to do to it. I'm eventually going to add a router switch, a full enclosure, and a few other things I have in mind. But first, I'm going to do the next logical upgrade, add a spoil board. Now, if you look at the bed of the 4030 V2, you might ask, isn't there already a spoil board on it? Yes, the 4030 V2 has this MDF surface I could use as a spoil board, but the downside is the bed is larger than the cutting area. If I were to surface the current area, I would inevitably get a height change on the bed as shown in this masterful MS Paint drawing. Now, it wouldn't be an issue if my working material was always on the cutting area, but I've done projects where this wasn't the case. So that's why I'm going to create a spoil board on top of the spoil board. I got some 1/4 inch MDF, now let's cut it down to 12 inch by 2.5 inch strips. Spoil board's cut, time to use some painter's tape and some glue to secure it to the bed. The spoil board strips have dried overnight. Now it's time to surface the board so it's perpendicular to the router. I created a surfacing file in Easel using this 1-inch surfacing bit. I have it doing a raster cut along the board in approximately 4/1000 of an inch passes. The file will do this twice and we'll see if we need to do this more. I want the entire spoil board to be surfaced, so I'm going to go ahead and place pencil marks along the spoil board to give myself a visual indication if that part of the board was surfaced, and keep running the file until all the pencil marks are gone. Now let's get that spoil board surfaced. The spoil board is complete. I did run into an issue though. I mentioned that the spoil board file would run the surfacing bit twice. Well, after the first pass of the file, I noticed that the x-axis min and max were not getting surfaced. That's because the spoil board at those extremes are outside of the machine's cutting area. I thought I accounted for that by making my model in Easel larger than the limits, but apparently that wasn't enough. So I went back into Easel, adjusted my model to further extend past those X limits, and reran the file with success. I also added a couple of axis lines to help me get pieces square to the bed when I'm doing a job. This should help me save some time when setting up. With the spoil board complete, look for more videos as I keep upgrading. My next CNC video will be making a movable enclosure for the 4030. Again, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.